Jimin steals the spotlight again. A simple Instagram story, a powerful statement, and a glimpse into BTS's evolving musical journey. Did Jimin just reveal something bigger with just one Instagram story? Hi ARMY. Hi Jimin fans. Welcome back to Bangtan fans. What if I told you? A simple repost by Jimin sparked massive reactions, emotional fan theories, and even hinted at something deeper about BTS's next era. At first glance, it looked like an ordinary Instagram story, just Jimin with his dance team. But ARMY quickly realized this wasn't just a repost. There were hidden layers behind that photo. A story about connection, loyalty, artistic growth, and perhaps a new chapter for Jimin himself. And it didn't stop there. When Jungkook quietly followed up with the same repost, fans knew something bigger was happening. So what exactly was Jimin trying to tell us? Why did this simple moment gain so much attention? And how does it connect to BTS's evolving musical direction? Stay with me, because once you see the full picture, you'll never look at this simple story the same way again. In this video, we'll break down the real meaning behind Jimin's repost, because it's more than just a photo. We'll uncover the powerful message hidden in that dance team moment, explore why fans believe it reveals Jimin's true personality behind the scenes, and look at the unexpected impact of Jungkook's repost. Most importantly, we'll connect this seemingly simple update to a bigger picture, how it reflects BTS's evolving music era and Jimin's growth as an artist. Now let's begin. Fire a small update that sparked global attention. Sometimes the smallest updates create the biggest waves. That's exactly what happened when BTS's Jimin once again became the center of fan conversations after reposting an Instagram story featuring his dance team. What seemed like a casual social media moment quickly turned into something far more meaningful for fans. Because with Jimin, even a simple repost often carries warmth, intention, and quiet artistry. Silent communication, powerful impact. In the fast-paced world of entertainment, where every post is analyzed within seconds, Jimin continues to stand out for how he communicates without saying much. His recent Instagram story repost didn't come with a long caption or dramatic announcement. Instead, it offered something far more compelling. A glimpse of connection, gratitude, and the creative energy surrounding him behind the scenes. For fans, that was more than enough to spark excitement. Behind the photo, energy, teamwork, and trust. The repost originally came from dancer Mary Mason, who shared a photo of Jimin with the dance team. In the image, everyone is dressed in black, creating a sleek and striking visual that feels both powerful and intimate. The composition is simple, but the atmosphere is unmistakable. It gives the impression of a team that has worked hard, built trust, and shared an intense creative process together. And in the middle of it all, Jimin naturally draws attention. Jimin's magnetic presence. That's one of the most fascinating things about Jimin. He doesn't need to dominate a frame to stand out. His presence carries a magnetic quality that makes people look twice. Whether on stage, in rehearsal clips, in photos, or even in a quiet social media repost, Jimin brings an aura that feels elegant yet deeply human. He has long been known as one of BTS's most expressive performers, and this moment quietly reinforces that reputation. More than visuals, a message of appreciation. What makes this post especially meaningful is that it's not just about appearance. It's about connection. By reposting the image, Jimin seems to be showing appreciation for the people he works with behind the scenes. And that matters. In an industry often focused almost entirely on the final performance, moments like this remind fans that every flawless stage is built on teamwork, trust, repetition, and shared effort. Jimin's repost feels like a small but meaningful acknowledgement of that reality. The power of humility in fame. For many fans, gestures like this are exactly why Jimin remains so beloved. He's admired not only for his visuals and stage presence, but also for how he values the people around him. There's something quietly powerful about an artist who can command massive attention while still taking time to recognize the team behind the performance. That balance between star power and humility is one of Jimin's strongest qualities. A subtle show of support from Jungkook. The moment gained even more attention when Jungkook also reposted the same story. While the focus remained on Jimin, That added layer of support heightened the excitement around the update. Fans immediately noticed the connection, seeing it as another example of the strong bond within BTS and the mutual support they continue to show each other. It was a small interaction, but sometimes the smallest gestures between members create the warmest responses from fans, turning simplicity into meaning. At the heart of it all, though, is Jimin. His ability to turn a simple repost into a moment that fans discuss, analyze, and celebrate says a lot about his influence. He isn't just someone who appears in a frame. He's someone who gives emotional weight to every moment. That's part of what makes him such a compelling figure in modern pop music. Connecting the moment to BTS's musical evolution. The deeper layer becomes even clearer when you connect this social media moment to BTS's broader artistic direction. In recent discussions related to Rolling Stone, BTS spoke about their musical evolution, emphasizing growth, honesty, and a more mature creative identity. In that conversation, Jimin stood out as one of the most thoughtful voices. Jimin's philosophy, music as emotion. For Jimin, music has never been just about melody, choreography, or technical precision. It's about emotion. It's about creating something honest enough to be felt, not just heard. That perspective helps explain why he remains such a powerful performer. Growth, depth, and artistic identity. As BTS continues to evolve, Jimin's comments suggest the group is entering a phase where creative expression becomes more personal. Growth isn't always loud. Sometimes it appears in more honest storytelling and deeper emotional delivery. An artist defined by connection. That's why his latest Instagram story feels more significant than it seems at first glance. The repost of the dance team photo fits perfectly into the bigger picture of who Jimin is as an artist. Someone who values collaboration, respects the process, and understands that artistry is built not only on talent, but also on relationships and trust. Why fans feel so connected to Jimin. Jimin has a rare ability to make even the shortest moments feel emotional. A repost becomes a statement. A photo becomes a story. A quiet gesture becomes a reminder of his character. In a landscape where so much attention is placed on spectacle, he continues to prove that sincerity still matters. BTS, growth, and the bigger picture. It's also worth noting that moments like this add to the ongoing narrative of BTS as artists unafraid to grow. Their evolution has never been about leaving their identity behind. It's about deepening their artistry. Jimin's unique impact. For ARMY, that's part of the magic. Jimin doesn't need grand statements to make an impact. He can do it through a glance, a performance, or even an Instagram story repost. Conclusion. More than just a story. In the end, this post isn't just about a photo with a dance team. It's about the kind of artist Jimin continues to be. Expressive, humble, thoughtful, and quietly unforgettable. An Instagram story may disappear quickly in the fast pace of social media, but moments like this stay with fans because they reveal something real. One repost, one photo, one undeniable reminder that Jimin's presence always speaks louder than words. Thank you, ARMY, and a special thank you to all Jimin fans for staying until the end. If this moment reminded you why you admire Jimin, not just as a performer, but as someone who values connection, growth, and sincerity, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can continue celebrating every step of his journey together. Because being part of BTS isn't just about watching. It's about feeling, supporting, and growing alongside them. See you next time. Stay kind, stay passionate, and keep loving Jimin as he inspires the world every day.